Hello and welcome back to Fun with Pizza. Today I'm going to actually do some cooking today, and saw a video a couple days ago. It's on Facebook. I'll see if I can, if they have a YouTube version. Either way, I will post a link in the description below. And so it's I don't remember their names now. You'll find out. They make what they call pizza bread. And they just make a pizza sandwich, essentially. Cheese, sauce, and pepperoni in between two slices of bread. And then more sauce, cheese, and pepperoni on the top slice. And then they put it into an air fryer. They cook two of them. So they put both of them into the air fryer for a couple minutes, pull them out, and the results look pretty good. So I wanted to try my own version, and I was going to use the air fryer, but then I thought, well, if I wasn't living in this house, which belongs to my parents who have an air fryer, I myself would not have an air fryer. Never had one for all this time until about 3 years ago. So I had to make do with either the microwave, oven, or stovetop, and so I decided for this little venture, you could probably do it in the oven, but essentially what I'm going to do is pizza grilled cheese. I'm going to do this on the stovetop, and we'll see how this goes. And I already have pepperoni from previous pizzas down in the fridge. I do have shredded cheese, but I'm probably going to use, I did buy some sliced mozzarella instead, just because it tends to cook better on the stove like that. I probably will put a little bit shredded on there. For the sauce, this is one of my new favorite sauces. Urban Slicer brand. It's a good brand. Never heard of them until maybe a year ago. This pizza sauce, it tastes pretty close to Pizza Hut's pizza sauce. It has about the same consistency, maybe a little bit less seasoning than Pizza Hut's, but it's a good sauce. I like it, and I figured it'd be good for this cheese pizza bread that I'm going to be making. I also just, on a whim, I bought this Urban Slicer brand seasoning, and I've never tried it before, but I wanted to see what it's like. It has, of course, salt. Everything has salt. Sugar, garlic. It has a Parmesan cheese blend. It has garlic powder and other natural flavors. It has spices. I imagine there's probably stuff like oregano or something, probably similar to what you'd see in like an Italian seasoning, but it has cheese added to it, and I'm going to see how it tastes. There are a couple. Well, there is Pizza Magic brand that makes seasoning. Their regular pizza seasoning, like their Italian blend, I didn't care for that too much. I don't know why, but they make a crushed red pepper version that is very good. It is very hot, but it is very good. I liked it better than their regular version. So I'm going to try this seasoning. You don't even need to have seasoning on this if you don't want to, but I'm going to use it. All right, and so let's go downstairs and make some pizza bread. But first, a word from Professor Pizza. Other than kryptonite, one of Superman's biggest weaknesses is pineapple on pizza. This has been today's Made a Fact About Pizza. All right, an important thing when recording videos is it helps to have the microphone on. When I recorded me making this pizza bread a couple days ago, I didn't have the microphone on, and I didn't feel like doing a voiceover for it, so I just decided I'll just make another one. And now I have the microphone on so you can hear me. So this is going to be just similar to a grilled cheese sandwich, basically. What you'll see me taste test later will be 2 sandwiches that I buttered first, stuck in the pan. Basically grilled cheese sandwich with cheese sauce and pepperoni in them. One of them didn't have one of them didn't have the sauce in them. But I'm going to put the sauce in this one because it's pretty good, and I'm going to remember to put the seasoning on this time on the inside of the sandwich because I think that will turn out pretty well. So here's what I'm doing. This time I didn't feel like buttering the bread. That's what I did last time, like you would with a normal grilled cheese. Butter the sides of the bread, or one side of each slice of bread, and then stack it up on in the pan. I know it's not as good, but I'm gonna try the way where I'm gonna put butter in the pan first, because that was a big old mess that I made on my hand with all the butter. And I forgot the sauce already. It's not a big deal, but I like putting the sauce on before the pepperoni. But I'll just, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. It's easier to spread around. I suppose I could have just spread it around on the other piece of cheese. That's what I'll do. And when you're making stuff, I don't expect you to be a professional chef. You're going to make mistakes. Just roll with it. Make changes as necessary. If you don't want to, if you think there's a better way to do any of what I'm doing right now, go ahead and do it. Like I said, the video that inspired this used an air fryer, but I never had an air fryer until moving into this house 3 years ago, so I decided I would do what I would normally do if I was short on equipment. And I forgot the seasoning again. Here we go. Okay. I'll do this. Maybe too much, maybe not enough, I don't know. I think it was probably just right, but I'll go ahead and turn the camera and we'll get this in the pan and into the frying pan. Alright, the pan is hot and I've got the butter most of the way melted. Don't do that. So I'll go ahead and stick the pizza bread on. At least it sizzles up right away, that's a good sign, right? And since I've never done grilled cheese this way, I don't know what the difference will be in the cooking time. Probably a couple minutes. I don't know if I'll have to add any other butter to this. I probably could have sprayed the pan. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I'm a professional pizza eater. That's what I am. Hopefully the bread doesn't get soggy. Hopefully it actually crisp up a little bit. The ones that you will see me eat later, they crisp up very nicely because I did butter each side of the sandwich. Let's see if I can flip this over. Oh. It's probably better to use 2 spatulas. And I probably should have put more butter on it. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm just going to move it around here without destroying the sandwich, hopefully. I keep calling it a sandwich, even though I'm calling it pizza bread, so. I got a little bit crispier than I expected, so I'll just let this side go. And hopefully there was enough butter on that side. That doesn't completely scorch. Cheese is starting to melt. Getting a little wilty. This is the pepperoni, that's a good sign. It didn't have the same sizzle. I don't know how far along it is. I'll just flip it anyway. This is very hot. There's better ways to do this, probably using a different spatula. I live on the edge, man. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That was a good flip. And yeah, and that side's not going to be too buttery. I guess I could fix that. Alright, let's see if I can do this without completely burning myself or messing up the sandwich. Side over here is pretty well covered with butter, so I'll just hit that spot. Cheese on this side is quite melted enough yet. That's good enough. I have insanely bright lights in this kitchen, so I know it's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see the butter though. But flip it back over again. Let's see if I can. Yeah, alright, that's cool. Yeah, this side looks pretty cool. Cheese doesn't seem super melty yet, but I'll let it go for another couple of minutes, I think. Since there are 2 slices of cheese on here, it takes longer. So this might get a little darker on each side before it's done. Oh, that's starting to... That cheese is melting now. Can't move the top slice now. Good sign, good sign. Probably should let that wait a little bit longer, but I'm not patient when it comes to food. Now, at this point, it is probably done enough that I could eat it. Cheese has melted enough where the bread is stuck. It's not moving. So, I think we're going to call this good, and I won't do the tasting of this one on camera, but I've already tasted 2 others on camera. That's what you'll see. So this is pizza bread. All right, we're back up here with my pizza blanket, and I have 2 of these pizza breads finished. I forgot to turn on the microphone when I went through a whole big thing here, so I'm doing it over. Fun stuff. So as you'll see, this one already has a bite out of it. But let me tell you, it was a good bite. So this is the first sandwich that I made, the first pizza bread. It has the sauce on it, and the first bite was very good. It's still warm. It's been several minutes since I've been up here, but it is still quite warm, and it is very good. Cheese even melted together with the other pizza bread, so I had to tear those apart. And one thing I forgot to do on this first one, was put the seasoning on that Parmesan blend. And I was going to do it inside the sandwich, and then I forgot. So I sprinkled it on top, and it tastes pretty good. So the second one does not have sauce, but I did put the seasoning on the inside. Sprinkled it on the cheese, and then covered it with pepperoni and another layer of cheese. And so I'm excited to see what that will taste like, since I'm not really getting any bad vibes from the first one. I think I'll be pretty good on the second one. And so let's take another bite of this. It is messy. It's buttery, of course. Greasy from the pepperoni. The sauce didn't really go a whole lot of places, but you can taste the sauce, and the sauce is good. It's not undercooked, it's not overcooked. I was kind of afraid of that, but it heated up perfectly for the amount that I put on there, so it wasn't a whole lot. I didn't measure it, but it was probably not even a full tablespoon. And yeah, that flavor just comes through really, really well. And so this is definitely a winner. Try it. Try making it however you want to. If you have an air fryer, that is probably going to be the better option. Less mess. At least on your hands. If you don't have an air fryer, pizza grilled cheese. That's all it is. Just find the way that works best for you, the best method for making sure the butter gets on there and the toppings. So I don't know how else I would do that in the future, but I'm sure there's ways. Otherwise, top it all off and probably stick it in the oven. Maybe turn on the broiler. The broiler might work for that. I don't know, but oven would probably heat it up pretty nicely. Although the bread probably won't get the toastiness, same as what you'd get from the stovetop. So I hope you had fun. I sure had fun. Thank you for having fun with pizza, and in the name of the Maz, the sauce, and the Holy Crust. Amen.